Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, the second channel, a channel where there are no rules, the sky is the limit, and I can do whatever I want. Today we're talking about going into the weeds on handheld weapon light. Now, I have two with me that I hold very near and dear to my heart, so this does not include the very large sample size of weapon lights that are on the market. TLDR, I love my Modlite handheld weapon light. I am not a Modlite simp. I know they have drama, but the performance of this is very impressive and I dig it a lot. Another TLDR is I also love Surefire G2X. I love you. I don't know. So the goal of this video is to give you more information from someone who's used a handheld light for a long time. I have two pretty solid lights right here. This is gonna be your more expensive option. This is gonna be your cheaper option. So I guess we'll start with the cheaper option. So Surefire G2X typically runs around $60 to $80, and then you tack on the CR123s, but once you get those CR123s, you're good to go. And as you saw from the shooting intro, the lumen output or the candela output is not as impressive as the Modlite, but this light overall is cheaper and I like it a lot. There are some things I don't like, such as if you want to have the constant on, you have to twist all the way forward. That's some guys might like that, some guys may not. And then once you unscrew it a little bit, you can have the momentary on or off with the clicker cap on the back, but this clicker cap does not click in to hold on. It has a ring function, so you can incorporate your different shooting methods on there. Now you're wondering, hey, do you have no theorem ring that you would grab onto, say put in your pocket? So no, I actually use this a lot in conjunction with a holster for it on a duty belt. So I would keep it in a duty belt and I would unclip it and use it. It would stack in like this. So if you're approaching, you would simply pinch it, pull out, and you could start, doing your light things and manipulate the light how you wanted. My favorite method, if I'm using an offhand light, especially with shooting, is I think it's like an FBI method where you have it up like this, where you hold it up high and you're shooting out like this, watch. Always wear your eye protection. Now, that's like the FBI method, I think. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments section. I'm a little hazy on the offhand light techniques for shooting, at least the name. So that's my favorite style. G2X, pretty solid for how cheap it is. I never had any issues with them breaking. Let's see if it breaks right now. I would feel more scared doing that to my Modlite, if I'm being honest. Like, this thing feels pretty solid. And I like it a lot, but it doesn't have that output that I like. How bright does that feel right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, does that feel relatively bright? Yeah, it's gonna be bright, but in comparison to a Modlite OKW head, it's like you're getting beamed by a spotlight. It's very, very bright. You have a very tight beam. I like it a lot. I like the Modlite for how much output it has, and then it also has rechargeable batteries. So for an offhand light, I like rechargeable batteries. For my more weapon lights, I don't. It's weird. I think it has to do with like my survival brain is like, what are you gonna recharge your batteries during the apocalypse, Sonny? So, I'm just a guy on the internet. Take everything I do and say with a grain of salt, okay? But I do like rechargeable battery for a handheld light. I like that function. And then the throw with the OKW head is probably one of the most impressive throws I have ever seen from a light of this price point. I'm sure there are some better ones. And I think they're only getting better with some of the products they're coming out with, so some of the bigger heads that they are making. So I like that a lot. One of the big reasons I love a handheld light is non-lethal behavioral correction. So this kind of goes in a lot of the EDC videos I've done in the past and I plan to do on the main channel. So if you're not subscribed to either of these, what are you doing with your life? But one thing I love about handheld lights, especially one with such power, is if you beam someone with this light at night that is acting anywhere near shady, they will scatter or it'll bring their intentions to light. So if you feel threatened by someone, you beam them with a light, it's gonna do two things. One, they're either gonna confront the situation or they're gonna peel out. So you essentially are starting off that confrontation on your terms. You beam them with a light, and if they show hostile intent, it's like, okay, cool, well, I know how to react going forward from here. I like that about offhand lights. Now, one reason I'm using it with a Colt Python is, well, I'm working on the main video for the Colt Python on the main channel, and I thought, well, you know what would be fun is to do some offhand light drills. I haven't done those in a long time because I'm an old zoomer, and I can have pistol-mounted weapon lights on my polymer frame gun, so why would I use an offhand light? But it's always really fun to train the ways of the old. It makes you feel like a gun Jedi. And then doing your reloads, it's a little bit trickier when you have to do a revolver reload, especially holding on to that weapon light. Or I should say handheld light. Apologies, guys. It's a little bit trickier. But but still doable, of course. Man, my groupings are doing really bad with this Python. But it is really fun to shoot. Something about shooting revolvers, man, is very cathartic. I'm getting off topic. I gotta save that for the main channel video. So I will say I feel very confident talking about this bad boy. You can kind of see the wear and tear along the rim of each of these flashlights over the amount of usage I've given them. I also had a holster for this flashlight if I were wearing it on more duty style gear, say a patrol vest or a patrol belt. I think these for law enforcement are awesome. A kind of like a do-it-all light because they're small, they're compact, rechargeable batteries. You can throw the bigger theorem ring on there. I got the small one for everyday carry. You can throw the bigger rings on there, a little bit more controllable if you're having to reload or shoot or run around with it. I like that a lot. So I think these are solid. The only downside is that they are expensive. You're looking at $300+ for this little package right here. I mean, not little. I would call this average. It's something you have to consider, and I know that patrol guys don't make good money being cops because you're a government employee. I know your pain, but for my other guys, so civilians, law enforcement, I also think this is a solid option, of course. My civilian guys, I am one of you, so I say that, and we are one. I think this is also an awesome option because of the output that you have, and you can integrate it with other weapon lights. So if you're doing anything night vision style with other Modlite heads, you can take your IR head, throw it on here, you have your offhand IR light. I like that a lot. I think that's cool. So this thing gets a pass. It's a very important overlooked piece of equipment, and of course I have to get into the weeds on it a little bit because it's my jam. I know I didn't really cover the lumens and the output, but I will show you in the monkey terms of this one's brighter, this one's not as bright. In my monkey brain, that's what works. All right, so you know what? We'll close out with some more shooting drills. I'll turn the lights off and we'll do some more offhand revolver shooting. Who is that, huh? Who is that? Who is that, huh? We'll keep it on for the camera effect, but normally I'd reload in the dark. Oh no, I lost a round. Gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this cheesy little look at the handheld light video. Yet again, it's the second channel, there are no rules. I gave you a TLDR. I gave him a TLDR, right? Yeah. Yeah. So after I gave you the TLDR, you could have clicked away, but you chose to listen to my rambling. So that one's on you. Ultimately, guys, get a handheld light. I think they are an essential part of the EDC equipment. I think they are life-saving equipment. I think they are very important. You may think, well, I'm never out and about at night. It's okay. You may enter a dark structure, lights go out, power turns off, and you still need to have a light on you. Very important stuff. I was just showing you an example of what I carry, what I do personally, and how I like to use them. So do your own stuff, do your own thing. You're a big boy. There are no rules. All right, I'm gonna see you guys later. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below. All the YouTube cheesy stuff. As always, gentlemen, stay easy, stay breezy. I'll catch you on the flip.